We on live. I'm just giving you a heads up. We already on live.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I read the story. Your story, interesting story.
Thank you. You know, they got Wi-Fi in here?
Yes. It is. It looks like Fios bills. It looks like Fios. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's all capitals.
All caps, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what's your dog for?
In case I pass out, to get me help. He barks to get me help.
Oh wow.
I passed out and people don't get me help. But yeah. That's what it's for. I didn't want a big deal. I felt like it was
Let's go.
What's his name?
Where he's at. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Fluffy.
Okay.
Can't hear me, oh, right?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
You might be doing the whole segment by yourself. Come on, let's get it.
That's not good.
Your learning experience. You ready? You got it live?
You're on live already.
I'm live. How y'all doing? Hold on. Let me send this link. Hello. Okay, let me send this link to Mish. Let's go.
All right, I'm coming. I'm putting on.
We live. It's time to go. So let me just introduce y'all.
But we didn't start the official way. You gotta still do your official opening.
Definitely. Let me copy this link. Send it.
Do you know how you
Here we go. But you gotta look this way, so.
I know.
We got the whole setup, y'all. But anyway, let's get started. I have to do my intro. How y'all doing? It's Coach D. It's
No,
Coach.
we start all together, Queen.
Okay.
Live is live. Ignore the live. We
Okay.
still doing the show.
Okay.
I got you.
They can see you. I can see me on there. It's good.
You can see you.
Mish, we gotta get the show started. This is
I didn't
live.
see
This is a real studio. Listen, look what time it is.
Pass the time.
7:17.
Pass the
We
time.
have
We
to
gotta
go.
start. Ready?
I just said,
I know, you ready?
uh-huh.
Okay. Your thing is fine, but you have to look this way, so you wanna move it so they can see you?
Yeah, go that way.
So, we can see. Good? No, not me, you. We live on YouTube. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I got you.
He says I'm here now. Unbelievable.
Just go get
Hey, so how you doing? Everything good?
Wait, you gotta ask me questions because I really don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna say.
I'm serious. Give me strength. Okay.
Yep.
No, that's me. That's not there. That's sexy.
He said I'm here. He said I'm here.
I guess he was calling out your name for the guy.
Relax. See, guys, this is real life. This is, where are you? My God just came to the door for you. Where are you? He says he's, huh? Are you in front of the building?
Glass doors.
Glass doors. Glass doors. You see glass doors? 1639. He's there, man. He just. Yeah.
I'll go get.
You don't know. He said he's at the door. He's probably at the wrong door. Guys, this is live. I apologize for the delay. But I have to go get this dude. Give me a sec. I'm coming.
Lord.
This is why I'm not doing this again.
What's up, y'all? Feel like shit.
Very interesting story. I just told D. Very interesting story. No problem. We ready. We good. Watch yourself on the camera, please. We met before.
Of course. Stand easy. Speak up, podcast.
Sure did. Sure did. Peace to the girl.
What's up, Doc? How's it going?
Watch yourself on the camera.
Alright, so-
You're gonna sit in that chair over there. That means that she gotta move her thing.
Oh, yeah. She just moved that up.
Right here?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Oh, how's it going?
Sam, okay, let's
I
do this.
apologize for the tardiness.
Yeah, we live, so they seeing all of this.
So you know what's up. It's good your boy Stand Easy. I apologize for the tardiness. I'm here finally.
Okay, let me do my intro.
Quinn, can you move over to your right a little bit, to your right? Right there. Make sure you're talking to the microphones. Make sure you're talking to the microphones.
No
We're gonna do
problem.
a sound check right now. Let's shine our mics out. Talk to your mics.
Testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2.
All right, we ready.
Just gotta pray real quick, cause
Do your prayer.
disasters. We're gonna work on it. All right.
Do your prayer. So, what you call it? I'll give you the countdown. When you hear the hand claps, that's when you go. Okay. So when I give you the countdown, the hand claps is when you start. The hand claps is when you start. Remember, do your intro.
Gotcha.
Your hype, your hair, none of this shit just happened. We on, baby. You know what I mean?
Oh, baby, that was so loud. We ain't gonna get from the floor. Cause it's still cold. 31. Y'all already know what it is. Stop playing with me. It's hot here. I know I'm about to take the jacket off.
You want me to throw the ace, the air on y'all? I gotta put it
Air
low.
on,
I gotta do it low.
You don't want hot.
I'm good. I just need to take the jacket.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Thank you.
I don't want you to be too close to the door.
Okay.
I want you to know I'm gonna do my intro and then say my sponsors in a
Yeah,
minute.
you do it how you do.
And
Cause you
this-
remember do your intro.
Camera comes at 8:20, hers at 8:15. We're gonna get this right
Yeah,
and rolling.
we starting now. We
Ready?
starting now. We gotta be out
Let's go.
right on the show behind you.
I know you.
All right. When I give you the countdown, that's the countdown. We already starting already, but the countdown ain't happening yet. Yeah, ready for your countdown?
YouTuber say hello. I mean, TikTok say hello to you and show on YouTube.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Remember, you start when a hand clap start.
How y'all doing? It's Coach D, Code 31 Media TV podcast. This is my third show. I want to thank everybody that's on the live. I apologize for the delay. This is what happens on a live show. And I have two very special guests. I have had three, but she might be on her way or she may not be coming, but the show must go on. So before I introduce them, I want to say thank you to my sponsors, Shirt Kings, for the shirt, and Clearwater Sneakers and Cormega for the sneakers. If you guys would like to sponsor me, hit me in the inbox with your clothing line or your sneakers. And we will accommodate you with me wearing your gear on my live shows every Wednesday on Code 31 Media TV podcast, only on S.STREET Media. All right, now let's get to it. This is the third episode, and it's also, you know what I'm saying, Appreciation Month of everybody that, Appreciation Month for everybody that has made an impact on my life. So I have these two young people here, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, starting with Stan.
And sure. Hey, how's it going? It's Stan Deasy, podcaster, talk show host, interviewer, working in the media, behind the scenes in terms of songwriting, in terms of writing, acting, writing scenes for upcoming projects, upcoming, media, outlet group, every we put together, especially for our people, for our culture. So pretty much hands-on on everything, A&R, music, anything within the entertainment, anything within the arts. I'm all in.
Okay, and young lady?
My name is Nisha. Most know me as Mimi. I have my own podcast called Real Talk Community. I'm a lupus warrior. My podcast is based on mental illness because of my mental illnesses and many others, and it's frowned upon and laughed upon and talked about in our community.
And we're gonna hold it right there. Now, still, let me know, what made you want to be in media, and how long have you been doing it?
Well, maybe you want to be in media is that it's just, it's like, a pyramid, where you could be able to collaborate with one's idea to another, where to involve and to create a whole art or aspects of all aspects, all genres. It could be music, you know what I'm saying? Anything within the head could go on the paper. Anything within your brain mentality could go on in the screen. You just never know. What you write go on the screen, for what you write could go on the song. Those type of music like that could go with Grammys. So I think about it like this, like in the media conglomerate world, all of the our being a conglomerate, Jewish, you know what I'm saying? So we need more of our people to be more involved in that, to have start a media empire like Tyler Perry, like Russell Simmons with Def Jam, even though it's with Rick Rubin, but he's still involved.
So you say you have a podcast, you say you have like 12 episodes.
12 episodes, yeah. But right now my niche is not on that. My niche is mostly like, again, like I always put this in Martin perspective, like how Martin, for those that know Martin, for those that grew up on Martin, for those that's Black, know what Martin is. For those that know, I feel sorry for y'all.
Don't see the reruns of Martin.
Don't see the reruns of Martin. Martin, to a point, you got the reunion out. I need to get up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
For real.
Yes.
Nah, but for real, like I see it like this, like I'm sorry, what was your question?
You have 12
episodes of my Speaker podcast, but like compared to Martin, you see how Martin he had a talk show, and he was like a radio show.
Yes.
So he was like things was going well in that direction. So then he went on asylum. Then he came back. He was like I can do this.
Yes.
So then he said I'm gonna have Word on the Street. That's the talk show. So he went from a radio to like a live audience and got the opportunity, and then that's what makes me and drive. That's what makes me, and that's what drives it to me for me to like, see myself in that particular aspect. Where I see Speaker Podcast, I got 12 episodes. Yes, but I'm looking more in depth and looking more to expand. So in terms of me creating in the process of creating a media conglomerate, creating a media empire. So
but I mean, you did invest in those 12 episodes, so why not, promote that on your journey to doing something?
Evolve into a talk show, like. I wanted to talk to live people, like people, I want to see, people to touch. I want to interact, I want to converse, step on the mic, step on the side, something like that. I want to be acting crazy and shit on his show and stuff like that, and stuff like that too. And then he had like, the ladies of the job. He said no job, just making a fool of himself. It's just shit like that I could do. I can see myself doing that aside from other things that I could get myself into. And media is just like a whole outlet where you could just dive into so many things. So I know the craft is in there. You don't need to go to school for this shit.
And let me tell you, me and Stan, we met on the promo team for YMBS. So shout out to Shampoo.
Shout out to Shampoo.
Shampoo always connecting the dots. So that's where our affiliation comes in from doing promo. This promo team was there for DJ Khaled. We did something with Megan Thee Stallion at Good Morning America. And Shampoo is just an amazing individual. So shout out to YMBS, and that's our affiliation.
Yeah, shout out to Shampoo. That's the connection right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do we have coming up next for you? Because we have time.
Yeah, well, look forward to like, upcoming, talk show, what I'm saying, in the process, what I'm saying, can't really like get into it too much further. But, special things is gonna come to the end. Coming to upcoming years.
Up.
You know what I'm saying? Got a couple like, things I'm in the works in terms of like, cable channels and like, well, I'm into the cannabis community heavy too.
Okay.
So we got something with the cannabis coming up.
Okay.
So
and where can they reach you on social media?
They connect me at Stan_DZ, STAN_DEZY. And then on this you can go to click my link for Speaker Podcast. 12 episodes in there. Click on the channel, subscribe. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So we appreciate you being on here. Before you go, Stan, I don't know if you know my motto, but it's
Code 31.
Code 31.
Appreciate you, fam. Like I said,
31.
big things coming from Stan, big things coming from YMBS, Shampoo, and the rest of the crew, and Smoke Champs. They just got a deal where we vote, so y'all stay tuned. That Rakim episode, that Rakim interview came through YMBS Shampoo. So I'm going to keep on praising that man, and I'm going to keep on praising everybody that has made an impact in my life. It's okay to acknowledge somebody that gives you an opportunity to get where you are in life. I don't know why people feel like they got to, knock somebody out the way so you don't know that they helped them. You understand? It's okay to acknowledge when people give you opportunities to be better than you were yesterday. And that's all I'm trying to do with my platform, Code 31 Media TV Podcast. So my next guest is not only a guest, she is a special guest. So special that she is in Code 31 Media Magazine, issue number 2 for the 21 TikTokers. Shout out to the 21 TikTokers. So, young lady, introduce yourself.
My name is Misha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I really got into media and on TikTok to save lives because of COVID. I couldn't really be out there interacting. I actually caught COVID. So I decided to do it online. And I went on there. When I went on there at first, it was just it was like entertainment. I was like, okay,
Mhm.
wow. Then I got able to go live one day, and a lady broke me down, and I wanted to tell her my story, and it wound up being so many people that could relate, and it was like to me, okay, then I could save somebody's life, so I wanted to do that, and I was interested in doing so. I believe I could save the world. I don't know, like about nobody else, but I feel like if I'm not helping, I'm enabling, and I don't want to contribute to the problem. Like that makes me no better than nobody else. So,
So when you, okay.
on-
Hold on, guys. You have to wait until 8:20. I'm not ready to travel. Thank you. Let's see when your ride calls you during your interviews. Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Listen, with everything that you've been through, you said you was on, on the not on the run, but from 13 to 31.
Yes.
Tell them a little bit about that and what encouraged you to do what you do to help the homeless and everything, despite everything you've been through in your personal life.
I was homeless from 13 to 31 because I ran away at 13. I grew up in a very abusive household. I wound up becoming a drug addict. I was an alcoholic. I was trying to commit suicide by taking pills and alcohol at the same time. It's something personal. Suicide is personal to me, and I want to help people when it really comes to that because I have a purpose, just like they have a purpose. 13 to 31 wasn't easy. It was a rough time in my life, bouncing from house to house, staying on the street, and seeing what they go through. Like I understand why they on the street because they don't have a birth certificate or ID to go into the shelter. And that's a requirement here in New York. And to me, it's ridiculous. So because they can't obtain that documentation with no money, they can't get in. They're forced to stay on the street. And then sometimes being in there is worse than being in jail. Because I've been in the shelter. So I'd rather stay on the street, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it really fills my heart when I can help them and see a smile on their face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care what I give or how much I give. I feel like it's an act of God, and I'm a child of God. So if I'm gonna walk on this earth and I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do acts of God.
Yes.
All I want to do is help. Like, I feel like we all need to help one another and give one another a hand.
Absolutely.
And it will be a better world and a better community. Instead of we frowning upon one another and this one looking at what this one got and how can I get it? They try your niche, you don't work for them, they jealous of you. It's like we have to do better and want to be better.
Yes.
Like everybody say they want to be better, but where's the footwork and putting one foot in front of the other? Try one toe in front of the other. They're not trying anything. Everybody just want to talk. As if we live in a world of dictatorships, and it really needs to be more examples, and they need to exemplify what they talking about instead of dictating to people, oh, you should do this, or you can't do this, or you won't do that. How's that helping?
And so how do you feel like we can cure this social media bullying and help more with increasing the mental health that's going on in the world, especially online?
First of all, they need to crack down on it in the first place and start targeting BS. I'm just keep it simple and put it that way. Because when it needs to be addressed and there's things going on, like I've been told on TikTok, I need to be unalive for my sexuality because I'm bisexual. Like it's just so much that goes on there, and then you shut down other people for positive things that they're doing, but you have all the bullying going around. I feel like one, they need to crack down there. Two, people need to stand up for one another. That's the only way things worked back in the day. It didn't work individually. Martin Luther King wasn't standing by himself.
Right.
Malcolm X didn't stand by himself.
Right.
Rosa Parks didn't stand by herself. Like
Right.
everybody had a team and somebody behind them to stand and support them. And the problem is everybody don't want to come together. If you come together, we will be better. We can take this over.
We had a Black Wall Street.
Hello.
Come on, we had so many things. Like, we was the founders of this country. For us to like come this far, you see, white people, let me tell you something, they the more comfortable motherfuckers in the world, but they know how to stick together.
Right,
They
and
know how to
if
put
they can't stand each other, you will not know about it. We can't do that as a people.
Exactly.
Black people is like, you know what I'm saying? It's too many cheese, but not enough Indians.
Yes.
And like Fat Joe said, and I quote, there's a lot of boss niggas, but they don't know how to be number two.
Yep. Everybody hates to be second place.
So to relate what you say, I'm all about the mental health too. Because at the end of the day, we all go through, especially as Black men, and that's our number one killer. We don't know how to say, I need help. Something's wrong with me. That's our problem. Everybody go through a situation, you know what I'm saying? That's because not because it's a female, it's because it's a male too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what Shorty's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Staying on that topic. So how do you handle somebody that may see you? You may say, oh, my my podcast is not really popular, but somebody else sees it like, oh my God, Stan got the podcast on YouTube and he's blowing up, and they hating on you. How do you handle that?
Let me tell you something. With all the situations I've been through in my life, I know how to be humble. I know how to, with my alpha mindset, and I know all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know I keep my eyes on the prize. I know what's in front of me, and I know who's around me. You know, we ever heard to say some people here for a reason, some people here for a season. So I know who's here for a reason, and I know who's here for a season. So with that being said, fuck those who's around me that's hating me on the low. Because guess what? I got eyes in front of me, I got eyes in back of me. You know what I'm saying? And then trust me, I'm watching. I don't have to say nothing, but trust me. Snakes in the grass will always get caught up all the time.
Always expose themselves. and you, Misha, how do you handle that? Because we on TikTok. You already know what it is.
Man, I use it as motivation. That's just like fire underneath my ass, baby. Like I say, I'm sorry. Like I apologize. Like
just speak how you feel.
It really is like I don't let that stuff put me down. Like I know better now, so when I know better, I do better, and I know that is just a reflection of themselves and how they feel on the inside. So I don't even let it get here, because when it get here, it gets here. And when it gets here, that's how you got the tears and the energy and the transfer and everything else. Spirits and transfer for what? I don't understand why I'm going to punish myself for somebody else's mistake and somebody else's problem. That's a you problem, and that's a problem that you need to handle. I'm not going to sit here and harbor anger.
Right.
Because you did something to me. What I sit there and do is I sit there and take accountability and self-evaluations. Like, okay, what role did you play in this situation? How can you do better the next time? But I don't sit there. Everybody wants to play the blame game.
And play the victim.
Yes.
Yep.
And everybody's victim to everything. I don't care how much shit I've been through in life. I'm a warrior, but I'm nobody's victim. Yes. I'm not going to be a victim to anything.
Yes.
That everybody has to come out of the mind state, and everybody has to come out of the mind state that somebody's trying to attack you all the time. Everybody's so goddamn defensive. They don't want to take you miss the message, and you miss the blessing because you so goddamn sheltered, and you got your walls up, and you so damn defensive that you can't receive anything.
Exactly.
You can't receive what God just sent to you. You don't know how He gonna send it to you or when He gonna send it to you. But you act like that.
Yes.
You gotta take bullying. Look, when it comes to bullying, if you gotta start with self-love. If you love yourself, it don't matter what nobody say about you. It don't matter what nobody say about me. I'm comfortable with me. I walk in my floors. I stomp in them. I am me. I don't care what you like or what you don't like. I'm not for everybody. Everybody's not for me.
Yes.
You can move around, and so the hell can I.
Yes.
Life is not about everybody like you. Stop wanting to fit in. Stop go where you are appreciated instead of where you are tolerated. People go where they tolerated. I'm not going to where I'm tolerated.
Right.
And baby, if you see me around and you think you playing me, I've been watching you. That's the only reason why I'm around.
Mm-hmm. You better preach to the congregation out here. This is one of the reasons why I wanted Misha on my show tonight, because she's one of the 21 TikTokers featured in Code 31 Media Magazine issue number 2, guys. Y'all need to go on madcloud.com and get it while it's on sale till February 1st. But this is somebody that I met on TikTok. This is somebody that I met in real life. And this is somebody that I'm building a business relationship with. In any way that I can help her do her podcast, which she does on TikTok Live, I wanted to bring her into the studio, into a live podcast that is featured on YouTube and motivate her so that she can manifest her dreams, that if she wants to come in here and do her own show, she's going to be able to do that. And that's what I try to do with the 21 TikTokers. Give them a platform to believe in themselves, to be featured in Code 31 Media Magazine. Some of these people never had this kind of attention. Shout out to Big Baby Scotty on the front, Hot Granny on the back. Shout out to Toya and Nene. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Toya with her baby, Nene.
Toya!
You know what I'm saying? She's short in stature, but her heart is big. Shout out to her. I know she's watching. Shout out to everybody that has been going hard. JC.
Big Baby.
Big Baby.
Everybody got a story and everybody's testimony can help somebody else.
David, Jace, Jay, everybody that's in here. Always peace, Suzanne and her kids. Guys, if you see this magazine, this young lady lost 2 of her kids, Miss Pooh, to fentanyl poisoning. Y'all gotta understand, like, this is not just a magazine just to put people in here. These are 21 special people that we handpicked to be in this magazine. It's a very special magazine with very deep, stories in it. And I wanted to bring Misha in here so that y'all can see in the flesh that these people are real people. These people have real feelings. And she did not play the victim and say, woe is me that all this stuff happened to me and I was homeless from 13 to 31. No, she comes out here and she takes care of people in her community that have less than her. And I wish people had her mindset and not play the victim and not try to get people to turn against good people that have helped you.
She's gonna get a lot of blessings for that.
You know what I mean? And this is not just for one person, because everybody thinks that when you talk, you're talking about them. I have had multiple people in my life that I have helped, and they listen, and I want y'all to understand this. Be careful of the messenger. Everybody that brings you a message is not in good faith. They're trying to divide you from whatever they see, the closeness that you have with somebody. They're going to come and tell you, oh, be careful of that person. Don't mess with that person. And then you divide from that person. And then you realize, well, damn, I just lost a real friend listening to these knuckleheads out here that don't got nothing good going for them. But listen, anybody that has come across Coach D, Code 31, if I helped you in any way and you don't have that in your life no more, that is your loss. Because I'm elevating, I'm manifesting, and shout out to S.STREET Media, shout out to Math, shout out to World of Rama, Reinhardt TV for believing in me to bring me home to S.STREET Media, to have a platform like this, to tell not only my story, but the stories of all my guests that I bring on here, guys. Yeah. So where can they reach you on social media, young lady?
Oh, I'm on TikTok under Big Niche, that's Big BIGM3ISH_empath_influence.
And on Instagram, like tell them like
Instagram is exquisite Mimi 88. Honestly, sometimes I forget my names on there because I ain't even
That's
on
all right.
there.
They're gonna know.
Like I'm really not on there for like the followers and stuff I have. Like I appreciate all of y'all on TikTok because I have 11,100 followers. Like,
Well, God bless you. I
appreciate
had to restart over. I got 50,
everybody.
but that's okay because I kept my page private. I had to restart over. I had almost 4K, but I had to restart over because I had to get rid of the negativity that was on there. So I don't care if it takes me months or years to get to 1K to go live. Long as I'm comfortable with the 1K that I know honestly believes in Coach D and Code 31 and not have fake pages trying to spy on me or screen record me. And then he said, she said, we too old for that. I'm doing too many good things in my real life to worry about what you think about me on social media. So we're going to keep on rising. We're going to keep on elevating. And we're going to keep on having great people on my show. You know why? Because it's Code 31. And I appreciate that. But hold on. I want to thank my sponsors, Shirt Kings, Clearwater Sneakers, Cormega, Hot Granny from Midwest Superb Cleaning Services. And if you like to be a sponsor, inbox me. If you like me to rock your gear, inbox me. If you want me to do a shout out about your company live on my show, inbox me. It's about building one another up, not tearing each other down. Any last words? Let him go first because we need you to end it off. Go ahead.
Okay. Last words, like, listen, if you got a craft that you want to create, and if you have like a purpose in life that you want to excel, just like how she don't let her homelessness that dictate who she is, she still kept excelling. She said, fuck the negativity, she kept exploring and still help others despite of her situation where she was at from the bottom to elevate herself to be where she needs to be, to elevate herself to enrich others.
Yes.
That's what it's about. Especially some black people as one to one another.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all what we got at the end of the day.
Yes.
Even though we living in a fucked up, doggy, evil society,
Yes.
but at the end of the day, there's good people out there. There's good hearts out there.
There's still good people out here, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Despite the nonsense, even though in this day and age, there's more bad. If you know, it's been like this forever. There's way more bad than good. But we don't have to take all of that. We can still, change the narrative as one to one another. To be who we are as a one another, and focus the ones that we need to assist and enrich others. And just expand and take over the world.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Shock the world with Code 31 Media Podcast on S.STREET Media. All right, and with the magazine, and with the clothing line. I will not be stopped. Real ones still exist. And see, thank God for people like Stan and Misha. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people on TikTok that live in the New York area. And if they had their mind right, they could be sitting here right here like Misha and Stan are. But because people are so full of negativity, they miss out on their opportunity listening to others with their negativity. So we're not going to sponsor that on Code 31 Media. If you got a special story to tell, we doing part 2 TikTokers, but we might go to YouTube. We might go to Facebook. We might go to Instagram and get those special stories because everybody has a special story to tell. Why not tell it on Code 31 Media TV Podcast? And I thank you guys for being on my show. Again, thank you to Math, thank you to S.STREET Media, Reinhardt TV, World of Rhyme. We building something here in 2023, guys. And if you want to be a part of that, hit me up in the inbox. But only, serious inquiries only. You know what I'm saying? If you want something trying to be fake, trying to be my friend to get on the podcast or get in the mag, it ain't gonna happen. So I thank everybody for being on Code 31 Media TV Podcast, episode 3. We will be back next week. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. I appreciate you all. Follow me at Code 31 Media Interviews on YouTube, Code 31 Media TV Podcast on YouTube. Follow S.STREET Media on YouTube where you will see my shows live and follow my guests on their social medias. And we are out. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. See you next week.
Great show.
How'd you do? You feel good? Or everything good?
No, I'm gonna beat you up.
Why?
Why did you even fucking talk about these people?
I didn't talk about those people. I talked about